Greetings, metal community. It's Roger here with the contest entry. No, I'm not entering a contest, but I want to celebrate Anthony and Codi over at Metal Miners with, passing the 1,000 sub mark, which is a cool kind of number to get past. Did it myself earlier this year, so awesome stuff. Yeah, well deserved. Great channel. I really like what they are doing. It's been mostly Anthony doing the work lately because of Codi being in Europe working or living the life, or both. Metal Miners was one of the first channels that kind of subbed to my channel, so we've been friends over here at YouTube, since both our beginning. I think they started a month before me, so always giving me a lot of support and shout outs and helped me grow as a channel. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys, and of course I want to honor you with a little video. Anthony has set up 6 tasks, ABC 1, 2, 3. I do actually have notes this time, so I have to glance over them to remember the questions. So I'm just gonna get into it. If you don't know Anthony's and the Codi's channel, I will of course link it up below so you can go and check it out. Just a great channel. Anthony is very much into the underground death metal, or death metal in general, but he's always digging up some cool demos or EPs from the cool labels over at US that we over here in Europe. It's not easy for us to get hold of stuff, so it's kind of cool to get that information. So I think it's the same, back and forth. That's how the channel works. So that's cool. So yeah, in the background I'm playing Mortis Gold's new album, Creation Undone. Great album. So I was just spinning it earlier, so I just kept it rolling. So first question A or whatever. A, show and tell your favorite album. If you have watched my channel, you know what the album is, and that's Sanctuary, Refuge, Refugee Denied. Came out in 88, 87. Just a fantastic, very heavy metal album. Massive fan of Wardane's vocals. This was also kind of a gate or kind of an ear opener for me when it came to high pitching vocals, because I was not a fan of that until I heard Wardane. So you bands like especially Merciful Fate and stuff like that kind of grew a lot on me after getting into this band. And just a very monumental album and a cool story behind it, but I'm not going into that because I told it many times. But I fucking love the artwork as well. So it's a replica. We're going back to artwork later, so replica is one of those. So yeah, produced and edited by Dave Mustaine. I don't know how much work he did on this album, but yeah. B, favorite band or bands. I went with just one band because death metal is close to my heart, and also Anthony is a big death metal fan. Again, if you watch my channel, this band is no surprise that Emulation is my favorite band out there, especially in the death metal realm. They are, for me, one of the absolutely, the discography is fucking killer. There's not many bands that have a kind of a almost flawless discography. So yeah, I fucking love Emulation. Again, I do like the artwork on this. I think it's awesome. But just a killer album. This is also my favorite Emulation album. If you didn't know that already, just fucking love that. C, favorite artwork. Here I went a little bit overboard and picked out a great bunch, but I don't think Anthony will mind that. But absolutely one of my favorites and one of the early albums that I got was, Iron Maiden Life After Death. This artwork is just legendary, and Had a massive poster of it on the wall when I was a kid, and yeah, just awesome cover artwork, and everybody knows it. So I kind of picked up a little bit different styles and different, style of music and art. But Warlock, Triumph and Agony, I also kind of think this is a fucking awesome artwork. Great album as well, but this artwork did have a poster of this as well, so just a fantastic painting. One of my favorite kind of cover artists, or he's not a cover artist, but a lot of bands have used him. That was the late Thomas Lewandowski's, this is the Obituary album cover arts. I just love what he did as an artist. These kind of massive structures, and then tiny. It was like big and small, and this kind of all of his painting is kind of like this, to kind of have a massive object and small objects in mostly landscapes. But yeah, I could have pulled out a lot of albums, but this was one that came to mind. Yeah, let's see. Another classic artist and a classic album, if I can get it out of the plastic sleeve. Dismember, of course, Like an Ever Floating Stream. This is kind of super classic, early 90s artwork for death metal. I fucking love this style as well, when you get into important artists on that front, Dave Dan Seagriff. One of the newer one is Castillo. I have actually several, but he does a good variation. I mean, it's kind of typical art, like Mark Riddick as well. Shaun the Beast showed that, but this is also kind of a style that I fucking love. He also did this Eccentrics album cover art. I love it when thrash album looks like this. So of course they can look whatever they want, but this is kind of, what you get when you see a cover like this. Also one old one that I really love is Creator's Out of the Dark EP. That cover art back then, it's just, I bought this EP just because of the cover. Kind of early in my creator career, so yeah. And we have 1914 with this amazing artwork. So this is Chebakov, who done this, and yeah, just a fantastic, again, painting or whatever. And then some black metal. This is also one of my absolute favorites, Enslaved. Could put them in a favorite band as well, but this cover art has always been, yeah, important for me. So yeah, one suggestion for content on this channel. Not really. I really like what's going on. Get a lot of information of unknown bands or small bands that I normally wouldn't pick up or get a chance to listen to. And also when Codi gets back into it, we will get more black metal. So yeah, so nothing pops to my mind. Yeah, this one thing, of course, get Codi back to work, and also join more of the kind of contests, threads, videos. You have not done a lot of those, but that's something I would like you to jump on more often. But apart from that, just keep on grinding it out as you have. Two is kind of two bands that you want to kind of get a new release from this year. There are several, but I would love to see a new album by Darkened Nocturne Slaughter Cult. These kind of Polish-German black metal band. It's been 5 years since their last album, so it's kind of about time. I would love to see a new Atheist album. It should have been in the making, but or been ready, whatever. But I don't know what's going on there. So yeah, new Cian's album would have been absolutely fantastic. But yeah, there's a lot of bands that I could mention here. But yeah, there's some of them, you know, Dawn as well from Sweden. You know, would we ever see that album they supposedly have recorded on for 5 years or something? Yeah, the last one I forgot to pick, so I have to pause the video and get back to you. So yes, I forgot to pick up one album to show, and that was the last question was show 3 of your favorite releases last year. I could of course have gone with my 3 top death metal albums or whatever, but I didn't pick my top pick for that because this album was my most played album last year, Dead Chasm. Sublimis Ignotum Omni. Just a fantastic, you know, kind of straightforward evil death metal, but fucking killer riffs on there and killer sound and yeah, killer drum work, vocals, bass, guitar work, whatever. It's all top notch and yeah, for me this is 10 out of 10. I can't fault anything on this album and I've listened to it a lot. Thrash, I would want, you know, to pick one thrash album, and of course Inculter from Norway, Morbid Origin, fucking brilliant thrash metal, evil, angry black or thrash metal. I see a lot of them call them black and thrash, but I'm not there. It's just evil and you know, slightly technical as well. One of the guitarists here are, I think, playing with Necromantium in a live capacity, I think. But yeah, fucking excellent 10 out of 10 album this as well. And then lastly I wanted to pick a black metal album. I talked about this in a video that I did, album spotlight, Mørkt Tre from Ukraine, with the title that I will never try to pronounce, but yeah, fucking great Ukrainian black metal. And if you haven't heard Mørkt Tre, you should. They are brilliant. I don't know if this fucker zooms in, but no, I can link it up below or write it down below so you can go and check it out, or you can go and watch my video about it. So yeah, so that was what I had. I hope this was good enough for you, Anthony and Codi. Once again, fantastic channel. If you haven't watched his channel, I mean, it's been a lot of death metal since Codi has been on leave from the mines, but yeah, just a fucking great channel and a great guy and enthusiastic and a lot of energy. Needs to train his dog, but that is another video maybe. That would be fun to watch, but yeah, always enjoy watching your stuff, Anthony and Codi. Get back onto it. Be sure.